Hi guys, hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Vantage webinars. Can you guys hear me clearly? Okay. Hi everyone. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Okay, somebody respond. You can hear me. Hi. Hi, nice to see you here. Okay, so shall we just wait for 1 to 2 minutes and I will start the session. Okay, so today is all about breaking news and setup. So if you have any instruments you want me to look for the key level, okay, or the setup, just send a request. Also, you can request like which time frame you prefer, or you can tell me what um what the trader, what type of trader you are, swing, scalping, or a day trader. So at least I know which time frame I can look for you. Okay, if not, basically I'm gonna look at the like H4, and then I'm gonna do the for the daily trade setup. Okay. Hi everyone, nice to see you here. Let me pull out. Mm. um, the chart. Let me. Okay. Miss. Okay, so we already know that just a chit chat before we start, right? Last week the shutdown is over. Okay, so I think this week we're gonna see like volatility, and I think we also have the FOMC meeting this week as well, right? Currently, I think gold is sideways. Okay, and because of last Friday, it's had a big move last Friday. Okay, so I think today is Monday, just started like the week. You might see market look quiet, or it might gonna see any like volume either London or New York. But during the Asia section, you can see that the price was like ranging, and now I think it's kind of bounce from the support level. I'm gonna spend time. I'm gonna spend quite some time on the XAUUSD as well to explain why price falling last week, and after that we're gonna look at the setup together. Okay, and right now I can see that gold is rising from the support level. That was from the low to the high. That's about 380 pip. Okay, so shall we just begin our session? Hi, nice to see you here. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the webinars. All right, so I just mentioned early on. So today is all about live trading and the setup. So you can request. All right, I will look for the key level for you guys. Again, welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Vantage webinars. And disclaimer as usual before we start here. All right, so the information provided in this webinar is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any instruments or engage in any trading. Okay, so if you want to follow my setup, just be cautious because I could be wrong. You can just reference mine to your, if you think that's it alike, and then you just maybe go ahead with that. If not, you can just if you want to follow my setup, you just can try with smaller lot size. Okay, I could be wrong. Okay, again, don't trust anyone. Okay, 100%, you should trust your own setup and trust yourself. Okay. And risk warning over here, trading for wreck and safety carries significant risk and is not suitable for all investors. They will say that you could lose substantially more than your initial investment. So just be cautious. Okay, so introduce your host today. So my name is Peggy. I'm an investment analyst and a prop trader or proprietary trader. I'm a founder. Okay, so basically for the Vantage webinar, there are 3 days per week. Okay, Monday is me, so it's all about setup or the live transaction, let's say. Okay, and Tuesday it's gonna be like fundamental. It's gonna hosted by my colleague. Her name is Crescenda. So you have time, please come and tune in and join her webinar. And Wednesday is going to be me. I'm going to share with you guys about all the technical out there. And if you have specific topic you want to learn or you want to know more, you can let me know as well. I might put that in the maybe in the year of 2026 because I'm already want to plan out for the webinar in the next year. Okay, let me know. All right. Okay, so before we look at the live chart, a quick look on the news. Okay, let me pull out. I'm gonna look at the Forex Factory. Okay, if you have specific website you want to look for news, up to you. You can look at the Forex Factory or you can look at the investing.com, but I prefer just to stick to one website, which is Forex Factory. Okay, the time zone, I'm gonna just choose the UTC. You can change the time zone according where you live. Okay, so today, Monday 17. Again, the filter, I just pick the high impact news, which is the red box. If you want to include the orange, it's up to you as well. But I personally just look at the red box. Okay, we have Canadian dollar as 1:30 p.m. for the CPI coming up. Tomorrow, November 18, we have no news. In November 19, we have Aussie dollar at 2:30 a.m. and GBP at 7 a.m. for the CPI. And we have this one. I think we're gonna see the volatility during that period, during the timing at 7 p.m. for the FOMC meeting minutes. So I think we're gonna see either dollar is rising or gold gonna falling. We're gonna watch out for the news. Okay, and November 20 at 1:30 p.m. we have dollars coming up. We have average earning average hourly earnings, no NFP, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and for the unemployment claim, it's still put a tentative. I think they don't have a data because the shutdown is just over. They might need time to collect the data, I think. Friday, November 21st, we have a GBP and Euro coming up from 7 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. Euro. Another one at 9:30 for the GBP. And the last one, which is we have PMI at 2:45 p.m. So, of course, we know that if you trade gold, okay, you need to look for the DXY. So this high impact news, okay, for this week. Let me pull out. I'm gonna do the top-down analysis. Okay. Actually, this morning I do that. Okay, I'm gonna do again. These are my goal. Okay, I'm gonna start out with the dollars. Okay, for the dollar, let me just look overall market structure. Let me look on the higher time frame. Every time we're gonna look on the higher time frame because we want to know the direction. Okay. Overall, from the higher time frame, I would still say that DXY is on the bearish move because they still make the higher high, um, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? This was the higher, the recent high was here, okay? These are the low, okay? So basically we are trading for the money, we are trading on this range, this sort here, this entire move, okay? And then you will see the pullback. So basically, oh no, so basically I say it's a bearish, also not a bullish. DXY is on a bearish move, okay? They make a lower low, low high, low low high, okay? For the weekly, okay, look on the weekly time frame, right? We just say on the lower time frame, we can in internal structure, you say there's a make a bullish move, price make higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and so on. Okay. Where the high for the week was here. Okay, this is the low, this is the high. So whenever you want to make the like structure, you can just label out, and then this is the low. You can just mark out something like that. The low, this is the high. Okay, and when we zoom into the D1, okay, the D1 time frame, this entire move was sideways, right? Is what ranging here. Box, right? And this one ranging in the D1. This one you could call it liquidity. Okay, tap liquidity and then go up here. Even you zoom in, what is to be the OB. That was the OB here on the D1 time frame. Okay. Right? And the price went into the OB and tap in the liquidity. This is the liquidity. Okay. So price went all the way again, right? The entire move, we look for the bearish. That's why you're gonna look for the sell entry. Monthly, bearish, weekly, bearish, and D1 gonna be bearish. Okay. So that's why you see price reacted off the bearish OB, okay, here and falling. Also can close below. It's what this also liquidity. It was sideways here, right? You see liquidity here. This one also tap up the liquidity as well. Or if I want to look even closely, I would say this is the liquidity as well. Yeah, okay. Or even like this high and this low. Now, price has broken this level. Okay. And the low was here for the weekly. Okay, so now we zoom in. We're gonna, what you can find now for the weekly is your high, right? When you do like that, you have a clearer pictures. Then you know the which direction should you trade. This is the low. Okay, so we're gonna trade in this for the days where they're moving in this range. Okay, so we zoom. Of course, you want to sell. We're gonna sell at least where premium and discount above this, right? 50% and above. Oh, I will just say in these zones above 50%. Okay, now we're gonna look for the key level. I'm gonna go to the H4, right? In H4 time frame, the market structure also show you very clearly, right? Price make a bullish move here and then break up structure is here, right? When you see no chain of character, you're gonna see that from this swing high to this swing low, price pull back. So your entry, whenever this is the OB in D1, OB in D1, right? The chain of character is here. Okay, that's why when price is pull back from here, so this is gonna be the entire sell zone here. Okay, this is gonna be sell zone here. Price went in the box and then falling. And after that, they make a chain of character. They also make the lower low, lower high. This is the BOS. Okay. And you can see there's a BOS break of structure. This is a break of structure. And another one is right here. Okay. And this was the BOS here in this zone. And this level, right? Okay. So now let me see. Then where is our high? It is the high and this was the high. Where is the chain character? So if you're gonna look here, this is a low, lower low, lower high, right? So this high that push the price break below this low. So this gonna be entire move. Watch here. So this gonna be lower low, lower high, lower low. This gonna be lower high and equal low here. And now right here. So what you see that? So the important high is here. Okay, so if you to zoom in it closely, right? The body did not close above this high, right? Whenever price go to this level, what do you see? You're gonna see the price taken your liquidity before it's reversed. Okay, here all the way down. So now let's look for the key level DXY right now. DXY right now, I would say in H4 is respecting the resistance level. First resistance here, second resistance is here. Okay. The next support level, meaning that oh, second resistance. Okay. I'm gonna pick this level first support, meaning that price gonna fall to this level. Okay. And the second support is here. This is my key level. Okay. And H4, you see price make a lower, low, 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 high. Continue. Okay. By the way, you guys can request, okay, if you want me to look for the key level. If not, I got just go through all the majors in gold and a bit of crypto. EURUSD, okay, for the EURUSD, every time if you like don't know whether you want to buy, to sell, what you want to do, you go on a higher time frame. What do you think? In these pictures, okay, price has changing momentum from the bullish here to the bearish. Okay, so basically I still look for the bearish move for the EURUSD in the longer term. Okay, price make a lower low, lower high. But in the bigger picture, I still say it's a bullish. As long as price, if the important is for the EU in the long term, if price could close below this level, I would say that will be changing the momentum. In the bigger picture, you will see something like that, like lower, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This is the low, right? Always look for the significant low that push the price break this high. So this is the low. So if they're gonna changing, they need to close below and continue to go downward. Okay. So we mark out this is high. This is the low was here. Okay. So meaning that might want to fall to find the support level or somewhere around these zones. There was bounce off from this support level, or there is some OB here, not the OB, FVG. There's a FVG fabric gap right here. That's why you see the bounce off. Okay, and monthly, I would say that they have break out the trend line. This is used to the bearish. Okay, so now we're gonna look for the bullish, right? You can see that break out the trend line and then we change. So remember the DXY, I would say in the bigger picture, we look for the bearish, right? It's still on bearish move. And the EU is on the bullish side because they are negative correlation. So here is a trend line, it's a breakout. And for the monthly, I would say this is going to be the support level somewhere around this zone. Okay, and we go to weekly time frame. Okay, the weekly time frame, okay, for the entire move here, we're gonna look somewhere around this level. You say that for the weekly, it was sideways here before it break out and pull back. Okay, at this zone, and okay, they also make the higher low. Okay, and break up the trend line. Now it's respect the resistance level and also D1 OB. We're gonna zoom in to like refine the entry. Okay, so where the price right now? Okay, here. I'm just look at the, not look so far. The closest right here, D1, EU, there's a bearish divergence here, there's a bearish divergence versus the R side. One other thing. And second thing, let me zoom and see, right? This is the support level. And we look at it closely. Okay. There's a supply zone, or we could say that is a OB. The bearish OB here. Okay. This is the price action. Here. That's what the resistance. Right now, price is falling. So the structure here. And right now, currently, okay, we don't look so far. Price has reacted off from the bearish OB here. Okay, this is a bearish OB. So price gonna fall to at least where this support level. You can say that this is a BOS, boss or break of structures. Break of structure here. This is the close below. They're gonna make the like, you know, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and like falling here. Let me look for the support level. I'm gonna look here. Okay, that would be reason why price bounce from this. The one I would say, okay, that's a fair value gap right here for the EU. Right, these are FVG or fabric gap. That will maybe one. But if you want to have like more detail, we can zoom into the lower time frame and have a closer look. Okay, I would say this is first. Okay, or it's too far in not night, then we refer to this recent swing low support level. And I'm gonna look far. Okay, some second support, I'm gonna refer to this level. Okay, now we can go down to the M15 to have a close look, right? In M15, what do you see? In M15 here is for the BOS, like the breakout structure. Okay, and then price move the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, and starting to go lower. So this was the low, okay, to me, that cannot push the price up to break this high. Okay, so this low significant, push the price up here to create a new high. And then there were lower low. This is a weak low that cannot push the price all the way to this high. Okay, so you see that. And then after that, price go back up here and then continue to make a breakout structure. Okay, we go to the H4. Oh, this is the one of the thing. This is the SMT divergence. If you know, it's about the ICT, right? It's a SMT versus the what time frame is that? H4, or I think weekly. You also can see. No, before that. Okay, before price reverse here weekly, there's a SMT divergence here versus the GBP. SMT here. So you can defer, right? The weekly, you'll see that. For the weekly, whenever price come here, one, we have SMT, and then you also have there the divergence as well. Okay, you see that. Okay, we go back to H4. Now I'm gonna look at the H4, whether they have the SMT divergence here or not before the price falling. We're gonna look in the H4 as well. There is no SMT, only the on the weekly. Okay, so price falling from this level OB here, right? OB, you can see also closing with the bullish end gap, price falling. What you can see here, in the lower time frame, you will see the price have broken this EURUSD, right? I mean, in the M15 here, broke below, weekly closes like this body, this level. So now our support level is right now is here, that's holding, and price respect the level. So watch out for this. I'm gonna put at the intermediate support level, meaning that we're gonna watch out if price could close below 1.1600. The next move for the EU is gonna be at this level. Then they're gonna pick this in my first support level. Watch out this one. They're gonna do where the price gonna like do the like BOS here. Okay. Break of structure. Where they make the lower low, lower high. If the body close below this support level or the wick, and then they're gonna continue to this level. They're gonna look something like that. If they continue. Okay. Second support for for H4 is gonna be here. And you look really closely for the first support level, right? There is the OB here. So this is still valid OB or bearish order block. It's still valid. Okay, you can buy from this level. Okay. Okay. Now let's just maybe spend some time on gold. XAUSD on a higher time frame, guys. Okay. What we're gonna look. First, you will see the higher time frame, right? It's still this was the high. Okay, and last week closing with the price action. Okay, and the body is closed less than 50% of the low and the high price, right? 50%. So I would say that there's a selling pressure in the market. And then we also could say that, okay, because almost end of the year, there may be investor or those like the company, they are selling gold just to make the profit. Okay, because they have been buying, since here. So now it's time for them to make a P&L for the company. This is what I thought. Okay. And these are the high. Okay. And you'll see that you zoom into the D1, right? Price has created OB here. This is a bearish OB. Okay, you can mark out, right? This is a D1 time frame. So you know that OB from which time frame if you want to like to know, right? And we zoom in to see, usually we're gonna draw from the body, then you're gonna miss out by a few pips. But if you look really closely in the lower time frame, you will get this at this entry. D1, this is our FVG or fair blue gap. But price went in, so you can narrow down that's still valid is this FVG, right? Okay, and go to the H4. Before that, I'm gonna remove this one out first. Price has made a double top, we already know that. Okay, for this and then the traditional trader, we're gonna say that we're gonna sell at this level, then you're gonna get stop out. So these are liquidity. Okay, either to say liquidity, you get liquidity tap like stop hand and then price falling. Okay, and first we say, okay, this is my first resistance. Okay, you can see the rejection price still close below, but from our sell entry, let's say 4222 and price went up to 4224. So that's about 200 pip. I think already hit stop loss, right? Slightly above here, there might be another hidden zone somewhere around here, but if you want to narrow down, this is going to be the FVG of fair blue gap. In where? In H4. Right? In H4 time frame. Okay. Now, before they go to this zone, let me move this one first. Here, I would say price is make a double top, right? And this is would say that they are making the chain of character. This is the break of structure here in the higher time frame, which is a DH4. And after that, prime could not make the BOS or cannot make a lower low. So they can close below this, and I will say that, okay, that's going to be a BOS, but it's not, right? If you're going to look here, they will say that prime make a lower low, lower high, lower low, low high, and make the, no, this is a low, and continue to make the higher low, right? So they cannot bet in H4 time frame or in H1, then we could say that this one could be the chain of character. Okay. In H4, this is a chain of character right here. All right. Chain of character, this is the imbalance. The imbalance here, they create the FVG. That's why last Friday, price went down to the FVG and then bounce up. Okay, before you get the bow from here, go back to this level. Whenever price have make chain of character, then they also make the BOS here, break of structures. Okay, and now if price continue to go higher, they should like make a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high, right? But now they cannot make the higher high. We go to the M15. Okay, now price went into our FVG in H4 with the yellow box, right? In M15, you still have price to make a break of structure. Break of structure, break of structure. This is your liquidity, okay? Closer look, M15, you will see that make the equal high, right? These are the equal high, or like look like an M pattern. Pull back here, right? You sell. But they go and clear your liquidity where here and closing with your price action. This is your price action here, right? And after that, you will see that they also have closed below this level. Okay. This level, if I'm gonna go to the H1 to look right here, right? In H1 time frame, what do you see? First one, I will see this is my CISD chain instead of delivery, if I'm not wrong. Yes. CISD in ICT. The chain in the state of delivery, okay, right here. And also, price also closing, maybe like seen here already. Price also closing with the chain of character. Like the body. Chain of character at this week. I'll go to H1. I would say chain of character at this low. Okay. And after that, they create the fair value gap. That's why when this FVG here, right, this one break with the impulsive move here, right, I would say, and price went back to the FVG, and you can catch the sell from here. You can see that the impulsive move imbalance as well and broken that this level. Okay, you will see that either here or you can just put the body, you will see the break. Okay, they break because this is significant move, right? And from here, they will say, you're gonna buy from here. I don't know, we're gonna look for the sell entry. Price went back up again. And from this, we're not gonna say this is my VG. usually I trade with the FVG when it's fresh, either here, right? You went in a little bit, but my FVG is what here, and then I pay from this move. Okay, we can go to the H4, then we can have a look. What is H4 time frame? H4 closing with this, closing below, and the pullback. Okay, in the H4 time frame, I would say, okay, they seem like they are closing with another, create the bearish engulfing. Price went in the box a little bit, right, and then falling, also close below this level. Now we can go to the M15, have the closer look, right? You'll see that from this high to this low, price went up here again, and then we could use the Fibonacci, and price went all the way up more than 50%. So this is going to be the sell zone for the OB, right? And then price is falling and also close below this level and create another break of structure. Okay, so today I was waiting to sell from, this is the high. I'm looking for the sell entry today, but price is not. This is my low. So this is going to be my trading range for this entire move. All right. And price does not go or even a retrade or pull back, how many percent? At least 50. So this is going to be my sell zone. Price just respect, I think this is at 38.2, but I did not sell. But I did buy up. That's the reason why I buy for I think more than 100 pip, and then I close. Explain here first. So we go zoom in, and then we go to the H1. What we're gonna see? Okay, with this entire move, I was waiting here. There's the old FVG here, right? Another FVG we have, which is this level. And the FVG here from 50% and above, I think I can add in like 61.8. So that is could be the zone. So basically the sell zone was somewhere around here. It is I just want to combine. Okay, and then I remove the FVG. We know that the FVG, but I'm gonna remove, and then we'll say that okay, the zones that I'm looking for, which is right here. So my sell zone was is this range. Okay, you want to like narrow down the zones, I can go to the lower time frame. Okay, in the lower time frame, you see this price action, then there might be like within this zone. So we have to wait for price to, went in or go in the zone, and then you see the rejection. Oh, I missed out one. At this level, you also see the trend line liquidity. Okay, when price falling all the way here, if you will trade with the trend line, you're gonna get stop out because you see that the significant trend line T3 touched, price falling, you get stop out. So this your trend line liquidity. Okay, you will get stop out at your this trend line liquidity, price falling to this FVG and bouncing off. So I'm looking to sell at this level. Right, this is like price close below, and there might be somebody who sell at this like this level, the price falling, but I did not sell at this level. I'm looking at these zones. Okay, I buy today. I'm gonna move back here. At this, I was thinking that okay, this one it look like the bullish flag to me. Okay, meaning that I buy when price break out and come back and retrace at this level. Okay, and then I was thinking that okay, it seemed like if I want to hold, okay, so my plan is to sell. It's just that I buy because I see that okay, this is gonna look like the bull flag, so I want to buy here for me to close my buy entry, and then I'm gonna sell. Okay, but I was looking at the chart. I would buy here at the bow from this level right here, and after that price rising almost 200 pip. By almost 200 pip, by price rising 50 pip, I already set the stop loss to break even. So I put my break even somewhere around here. But when I see the rejection, the lower time frame, I close. So basically I close. Okay. When price is falling, there entry? No. Because my plan, my setup, I'm gonna look for the sell entry. So maybe price went down here in the lower time frame, which at like this pullback. But I missed. I did not buy. Okay, I only have one entry today during the Asia section, like at this level, or maybe like the OB here, whatever say, right? Then you see that price is went all the way up like 400 pip, 450 pip. I did not buy. Okay, I did not buy, I did not sell. I buy here, I close. And then let's say if I buy here, I put my stop loss somewhere around here. It might trigger my break even. Okay. And you see price all the way here, I'm not buy. Okay. So I still look for the sell entry. My entry is still there. So what my plan is that if, okay, in the higher time frame, okay, we're gonna look here. If price, okay, close below this low, okay, then I'm gonna look for another setup. Then this is gonna be my BOS or breakout structures. Okay, so H4, this one gonna be my support level, my first support. Okay, right? And this one is the resistance. Just say the breakout, but price did not. Okay, price did not. So look for this level, or this gonna be like the key, right? By right here is our bullish OB. Now it become your, what is this? Is your breaker box. This is your breaker box. There may be somebody who sell at the breaker here. Breaker box is a fail OB. Okay, so they were to sell here, but I did not. Okay, I'm gonna wait here this morning, but price is not. Oh, at least like 4,000, like 4,120, but price did not. Okay, I think it's like back 30.2%. Yeah. On today, if close below, then I'm gonna wait for the next setup. Okay, in the bigger pictures, okay, for the D1, I'm gonna say that gold is on a collective or correction phase. Okay, basically, I would say that the next or potential gonna be like this level, somewhere around here. Okay, this level, meaning that now they are make the A, B, C, to be sure. Okay, from here, from this high, okay, price did not close above, okay, 61.8% fib level, right? You see that this is price did not really close below. I didn't close above. I still say they're gonna respect. So I would say, okay, this is somewhere at 61.8%, and this is gonna be like A, B, C. So if I'm gonna look for the C here from this high, then we can use the Fibonacci extension, meaning that if price close below this low, right? The Fibonacci extension that would be around this zone. So this will be 127 or 161.8 around this level or around this block. Okay, so we just watch out for this level. Okay, any question, guys? No question? No? Okay, so these are set up, okay, for today. Basically, we're gonna look for the sell entry and watch out for the zone. So this is the first resistance. If price break above first resistance, I mean, you can look out to sell at this second resistance, which is the zone that we are looking for. We are waiting for today. Okay, so I right now I would just say like it's trading in the ranging on the bearish move. Channel. Not so soon. Okay, sure, for the BTC. BTC, I will tell you for the longest time, look for the 70 for the BTC. Okay, look at the monthly time frame first. For the monthly time frame, okay, what do you think? Break of structure, and there's chain of character. There's divergence in the lower time frame. You see that there's a divergence in here, and the D1 in the weekly time frame. You also see very obvious in this high, right? Weekly, you'll see that price make a higher high for weekly, indicator make big lower high. Okay, I already forecast for the bearish move, and price has closed below this level, right? This is important high, support level, pull back, make a new high. This one you could say make a divergence, or you could say that there is clear the liquidity. Okay, and price falling this level because of this imbalance here. Okay, we go to the weekly D1. On the D1 time frame, what do you see? Right, if you're gonna look, maybe it's in here. This is the low, higher, low, higher, high, or maybe this higher high, or this higher high, higher low, equal high, lower low, higher high. So basically, I think this is the low that puts the price break or make a liquidity. So we can say that price have broken chain of character here, okay, in the D1 time frame. And after that, from here, from this swing high to this swing low, price had went up to at least 50% to 61.8, right? That's gonna be our sell zone here. Price went up here and then falling, and after that continue to make the BOS, right? And also make another break of structure here. So if you want to sell, you need to wait for price to pull back and then you sell. Okay. I forecast that price gonna fall to this support level. And we also have the FVG somewhere around here, or fair value gap for the D1, meaning that they're gonna fall below 90K. Okay, and I think a lot of investors who will buy the BTC, okay, I think they already sell off, and like gold, right? You keep buying, it's too expensive, then you need to just sell to make a profit. Or some of them they might close the position, and then you can see the market structure is very clear. Then we go to H4. Okay, what are we gonna see in H4? You're gonna see the bar from here. Okay, H4 time frame, I will say, oh, okay, there is a divergence here, right? There's a divergence, bullish divergence, meaning that if you want to sell, this is the sell zone for you. This is FVG, fair value gap. The price 98.62, 3, 97, 48, 9. Okay, this is gonna be the sell zone. Okay, so if you're talking about the support resistance, right? Whenever the break the swing low here, of course, this is gonna be your first resistance. So there's gonna be the zones. The BOS gonna be here. Okay. First FVG here, if price close, then another zones that I can find the FVG of fair value gap, which is here. And then that will be this level. Okay, so this is a swing high, this is swing low. So you want to like move to see, right? 38.2%, which is right here. The next, which is 50 above, gonna be at this level, this zone, or this gonna be the zone. So you just mark out, or you can just leave the Fibonacci. It's up to you. So what I want to see, or what I want to see is that price need to close above 96. I mean the body have to close above this level 96,414. Okay. And I go to the left. Why price drop from here? Can we look for it? Can we see that is this price gonna make a bounce from this level? USD will look really close, bearish. I go to H4. Not yet, right? You do that. There is no market structure. Okay. I go to the M15. M15. Anybody buys in this level, clear the stop loss here. Now they are make the here the breakout structure. Now you may see the pullback and then continue in the lower time frame. I would say that this one is just like ranging before the close below pullback and you sell. On the higher time frame, this could be channel character or liquidity grab, but H4 is create the divergence here. So I think you will see the BTC is rising to find the resistance or find the FVG there. Let me look. Right. In the M15, you're gonna look like lower low, lower high. I would say this is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Meaning that, like I just mentioned, price need to close above this level. Then if we would say that gonna be like a chain of character. Maybe even go here. If go here, pull back somewhere here, and then might go this level, and then falling. Okay, and then falling. Okay, because H4, this one, where is the high? If I look like that, this is the high, and this is the low. So basically, we trade within this ranging, the trading range is this entire move, like here. Okay, like this move here. May pull back here, continue, or pull here and continue. But to me, the BTC target this level below 90. Okay, any question? Last request. If not, I'm gonna see you on the Wednesday. I forgot the topic. Yeah, I think I know a lot of people is selling gold right now. I'm gonna wait. Okay, if price not rising, I think maybe tomorrow I'm gonna look for another trade setup. Okay, because today I already have one buy entry. I think I'm just happy with the profit already. I'm gonna wait. You're not here. If you want to buy, very helpful and clear. You're welcome, Jennifer. If I want to buy, okay, let's say if price have broken or like broke or close below, meaning that the body close below this like the swing low support here, another zones OB taken, OB taken. This is another OB is still valid. I'm gonna look for the no ABG, none. I I cannot find the buy entry here. Okay, so basically I think I'm gonna look for the sell entry. Anyway, yeah, price is just like within this range. Oof. right? So I think basically we just wait for the market to choose, or we can wait until the uh, New York section. Okay, if not, you just trading like that. I'm not gonna trade gold today. I'll come back again tomorrow. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and to join the webinar. I will see you guys again on this coming Wednesday. All right, good luck, everybody. Okay, catch up with you again, and bye for now. Take care. Bye bye. You're welcome. Bye, guys.